Hello, I'm Paul. I'm here to introduce you to the Sleekline EZGO enclosure. It fits all models, and we are going to show you how to do the proper installation for functionality of our product. These are the tools that are required to do the Sleekline enclosure. We've got an 1/8 inch rivet gun, we've got a 3/16, we've got an 1/8 inch drill, and a 3/16 drill bit. We've got some shears, deburring tool for any sharp edges, and a hardware pack. We normally do one of each on both of these tools so that you don't have to switch back and forth all the time during installation. So let's get started. On this clip, we've got a lower dash piece that connects to the bars on the side. Snap it into place. Snap it into place on this side. Push it down. That's pretty much it on that. We're going to be putting some attachments on that later, but it's nothing that's difficult. This is our upper air dam. This is a stock convex mirror that you can order. We do not supply that, but you see we have a mirror drop that's built into it. This is already put together to plant except for the mirror. So this, just turn it the right direction. That's pretty much it on that step. Now we're going to take and install our side bar covers. These are designed to snap over top of the bars, but before you do this, you need to make sure that you're up tight to the roof. Sometimes you'll have to cut these to length. You shouldn't have to cut them any other way than to length. People have a tendency to put them on the wrong direction. This is how they go, the wide side to the inside. Pop them into place. And then we're ready to rivet our upper and lower air dam. Now we're going to rivet, like I told you in the previous clip, our lower air dam. One on the outside here, and the other on the inside at the top. And then repeat this process on the other side. At this point, we're going to go ahead and put 2 rivets in each bar cover, one at the bottom. Just try and make them consistent so they look the same on both sides. And then repeat this on the opposite side. Just a note, everybody uses different windshields across the country. This is set up for a windshield that has 4, 5, 6 holes, but yours might have 2, might have 8, depending on what you're using. So we recommend at this point that you go ahead and identify these holes with a drill bit through to the other side. We've already pre-drilled these through at some other holes that were down in our lower air dam. So this is just a mental note for you when you're doing your install. You don't forget to do these, and you don't have to drop back and do it later. We also supply just a Velcro fuzzy, I call it, and what this does, it just covers this hole that we've put in there to make it easier for you to install your mirror from the back side, and that takes care of that hole and makes it look better. These are our rear quarters. These snap into place. It's easiest to put the top in first. Push up a little bit, but don't let it touch your bottom cowling. You don't want to scratch that up. Okay, we've got it in place. We're going to put rivet and a rivet and one more to the inside. repeat this process on the other side of the cart. This is our sliding rear window assembly. Get your little cross ventilation in the golf cart. Push the top in. Push it to the roof, and then we're going to put a rivet here, 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 and here. On this segment, we have our side panel assembly. This is probably one of the more difficult things about the whole process. One person can do it pretty easy. If you need help, get assistance from somebody. You might need that the first time you do it. So we're going to pop this in the back, underneath the roof, and over top of the rear quarter. Come to the front, over, up, and snap it in. Normally when you get it to this spot, it won't fall out on you. So after we've got it in place, we're going to rivet up here, and then we're going to go inside, and this is very important that you rivet this part, because if you rivet down here too early, this will not fit properly. So we'll take you through that process. I mentioned in the last clip that it's very important that you do the proper sequence on this, because if you do not, the vehicle will leak and it will not fit and work properly. The doors won't slide properly. So first point is we want to be up to the roof, snug, and we're going to do a 3/16. Now we're going to go in up under the roof, and we'll take the camera in there so you can see it. This is one of the most important steps about the installation on the EZGO RXV. I said it before, I'm going to say it one more time. This is the most important part of the proper installation of the EZGO. This must be all the way to the roof. See how the light's coming in? If you anchor it somewhere else first, this is what's going to happen. You need to make sure that this is pushed up. This is the second step. We did the front pin. Now we're doing 1, 2, 3 rivets here. And you need to make sure you're hitting these flat spots. So I'm going to take my drill, and I'm going to make a mark here where this one goes, and a mark where this one goes, so I know that I don't hit that handle spot. Push it up to the roof. See how the light disappears? At this point, I'm going to go ahead and attach the front quarter. I'm going to peek underneath here to make sure I'm not going to drill through his window holes. So we're going to push it so that the weather strip is tight here and drill here. And this is a 3/16 rivet. We converted to the 3/16 rivet at this point, and the interior connections. Pretty much all of the connections on the side panel is connected with the 3/16 except for at the back rear quarter, and I will advise you that when we switch over. Now we're going to place 3 rivets, one here, and one here. We need to make sure that this is pulled back tight to the body at this point and drill our hole. I'm putting pressure to the back. Now we're going to apply 3 rivets. 1, 2, 3. It's just a matter of pushing it back to the cart in the center of the dimples that are in the plastic. After installing the 3 rivets at the bottom, we're going to push this back to the body at this point. On this clip, we want to ensure that the weather strip is engaged on the cowling, and then we have actually wedged a bag on the other side to hold this so that I can drill it and it doesn't give, because you want your 2 products against each other when you pop through. So with this being held back, I'm going to pin a rivet right here. After pinning the bottom with pressure against the body, there are 2 packing holes. We want to be sure and fill those. And then we're going to put an additional rivet up on the round and another one between our bottom packing hole and our other hole, rivet at the bottom. And repeat this process on the other side. This is our under the seat air dam so that you don't get blow in from underneath the seat. We rivet this with 2 rivets, one here and one here. I'm not going to do it on this particular golf cart because they're putting other amenities in the cart. Now we're going to install our threshold. This is what covers up the track and keeps people from catching their feet on the track when they get in and out of the vehicle. So in order to do that, it's the length of the opening, so I need to notch this on this plastic, that width and that depth. I've already done that on this part, so we're going to go ahead and drop that into place, and we're going to drill 3 rivets. Pan over here a little bit. So we want to put the rivets to the back of the threshold, but you have to keep the face of the threshold flush with the face of the track so that people don't catch their feet on it. Repeat this process on the other side of the card.